Yes.
Like, we exist in the universe.
Yeah.
We are true because the universe is true, because it exists, and existence equals truth.
Yes.
So then all truth is based on another truth, but then all truth that ever comes to be is relative.
Yes.
So then, if truth is relative and truth is existence, then existence is relative.
Yes. We also reached that conclusion during study hall.
Yeah. I just gotta write this stuff down before I lose it again. For anything to exist, there must be... For anything to exist, there must be a greater thing.
No, simply another. Simply another.
A what?
Simply another truth. It doesn't have to be a greater truth. Because if you make some sort of denomination, then you run into the problem of finding an ultimate truth, which we proved cannot exist.
Yeah.
So it has to simply be with another truth.
I got it. So, for anything to exist or to be true, there must be another truth with which it's based on, because for something to be true, the possibility of it being false must also exist.
Hold on, repeat that.
I lost it. I question my mental capabilities when I can have something and then lose it so quickly.
Well, I would say don't worry, I'm recording all this, but we've already passed the 1 hour mark on the recording.
We have?
Yes. So something tells me that sifting back through all this in a night is going to be quite difficult.
Yeah, I think she is expecting insanity tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my phone says 1 hour and 3 minutes exactly.
That's interesting because I have 1 hour, 3.5 minutes. Again, truth is relative.
It is. I am never looking at anything someone tells me is true the same way.
I just came to a horrible, crashing, heartbreaking conclusion.
What?
I remembered something Mr. Brown said at the beginning of the year.
What?
Don't trust anybody.
Ah.
While I highly doubt that conclusion was reached through the process, the multi-hour-long process we just went through, unfortunately, he came to the same conclusion as you did. Colin?
I feel like I've been hit with a wet noodle.
You know what that feels like?
I guess. Now I do. I mean, originally it was kind of interesting to think like this. Then it was a little mind-boggling. Then I had a headache. Now I just feel like things that don't exist are having sadistic fun with me. I'm starting to understand how Simon had an hallucination in Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
It makes things more sense.
For some bizarre reason, yes. Oh, God. So
for anything to exist, there must be another truth or another existence. I know they mean the same thing, but right here they don't.
For anything else to exist, there must be another truth. Because if truth is so insubstantial as we have described it to be, therefore you can almost reason that truth is, matterless, like we talked about in homeroom.
Wait, I just realized. Of course there cannot be an absolute truth on which everything is based, because if there was an absolute truth on which all other truths were based, don't truths come from questions? So if there was an absolute truth at the beginning, then no one would have had a question, because everything would have been absolutely true.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help me. Anything that exists must have truth, because its existence is true. For anything to exist, there must be another truth on which it exists.
On which it is... from which it
from which its existence is judged.
Oh, you could say that. I was thinking from which it is reasoned, but yeah, that works.
From which its existence is judged true in the first place.
Yes.
I got it.
You know, you're going to have to send me everything you're writing down, because I can't think sitting at my computer, so I'm pacing.
Yeah. I pace too, but I'm trying to think here, which is, I'm sitting down, and that's why I keep losing things.
Yeah, oh.
Okay, so I have this. Truth, in the least paradoxical sense, has one supreme strength and one supreme weakness. Anything that exists must have truth because its existence is true. For anything to exist, there must be another truth from which its existence is judged.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
That makes perfect sense. Just one thing, cut out the paradoxical part, because we're not evaluating that so much in this section. And if we do evaluate it, we would have to explain it. Just saying that it's paradoxical without the hours of reasoning we've put behind it will make no sense to anyone else.
Okay, so where were we going from here now?
We are going to state that this is the supreme strength of truth. That it is the basis of everything, and it permeates all existence.
Okay. This is like a flipping math equation, except with words. This is truth. How do you spell truth?
Truth.
I wrote truth.
I would laugh, but I've done that like 5 times since we started talking.
Yeah, this is truth. Supreme. Do I want to say supreme again?
You could say essential strength, because none of the other strengths or weaknesses or any other characteristic of truth at all would exist without this one being the basis.
Okay. I like ultimate. It's all awesome. Where did ultimate come from? I'm looking that up right now.
If I remember, it's from the Latin, which means the end.
Ultimate means what?
The end. I believe it's Latin.
Like ultimatum.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. This is truth's ultimate strength. That it is the foundation for all that could ever exist.
Yes.
Yay, now I can have an example.
What example are you going to use, Colin?
I think I'm going to use life exists on Earth, true, but this is based on the truth that there is a planet Earth, which is based on the truth that there is a universe, which is based on the truth that there was a beginning to the universe somehow.
You don't have to say that it was based on the beginning. You could say it's based on the truth that we can perceive a universe, which is based in the whole line of reasoning behind that.
Yeah.
But only because if you go with the origin of the universe, then you start juggling into God and religion. And not only is that extremely complex,
Yeah,
but it's
I think I'm going to cut it off at life on Earth, truth based on planet Earth.
Okay.
Can I say, for example, or will she kill me?
Use the Latin, what's it called? Shortening of it.
Etc.? I don't know.
Now you said, is it like EG or something?
But it's at the beginning of a sentence.
Oh. Say for example.
Again, not caring about the grammar so much. My head hurts. I have a migraine tomorrow.
What?
If I have a migraine tomorrow, you need to help me pick two contrasting 30-second pieces for...
Oh, yeah, for a thing, sure.
What?
I said for a thing, sure. Now I basically get the enjoyment of finding a poem without actually having to give it and go through the long process. I mean, after all, I'm not a fan of the fact that it has to be 30 seconds and all that, so...
I know, it's so hard to find something for 30 seconds. I have one. I'm going to do that thing that Socrates said on farting.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, but I need a contrasting, like, if I say that one's like a rationalist view of the universe, I need something scientific. And so I tried to look for, like, quotes of Stephen Hawking sounding all hoity-toity, but there are none. Because he wrote A Brief History of Time for the masses, so it doesn't sound hoity-toity like I want it to.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know what you could do. Let's see. Maybe you could do something from... No. Socrates... A lot of his stuff was on human nature, correct? Not the universe. Not Socrates. Plato, rather.
Yeah, and Plato's not as much scientific. He's very into his...
that's true. Yeah,
rationalistic, I pull it out of my ass kind of stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. I chose him because I liked that.
No, I like Plato too, but I need a contrast.
Yeah. So who does? Dewey and the last guy we're studying.
James?
Yes, James. The James.
James. Yeah, I could do one of theirs. Where'd my vision go?
Your vision? Did you check your eyes?
Everything went black. But my eyes are open.
Colin?
Maybe I should stop pushing on my eyes with my fingers. Oh, I see a skull.
Oh my god.
Skull.
Colin, try the light switch.
But I don't want to go to the light.
Oh, while this is not Poltergeist, Colin, you don't have much of a choice.
This is way too much. I can't write this while studying for German, which I actually found out. See, German has the 3 different sexes in der, die, und das.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, how am I going to remember all these for all the different words I've learned? But I actually kind of realized I know them. Well, I think I know them. If you asked me what's the sex of the for a flower shop, I don't know if I could say that. But if I see it in a notebook, it makes sense.
Works for me. What?
Yeah, Blumenladen, that's it. Okay, for example, life truly exists on Earth. However, this truth can only come to pass,
or must be rationalized with the understanding that with the